lively bounce and movement. Umpires walk out. Fielders are in their huddle. Timing is not good. Collects a single and gets off the mark. Batsman couldn't connect. That's a poor shot. He's not got his timing right on that one. Good over. The batsman is kept quiet. Really hit that hard. Gets off the mark with a 6. Let's hit the handle of the bat. The batsman looks a bit rattled. 1 run available there. That's not timed well. Too expensive. The batsman has taken the bowler to the cleaners. That's a ferocious outswinger. Batsman could only slice thin air. Batsman has mistimed the shot. Batsman pockets a single. That's a superb outswinger. It's a dot ball. Bowler's over so far, batsman struggle. A gentle touch from the batsman. It's gone for 4. No timing on that shot whatsoever. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Batsman doesn't go for the shot. And over that had something for both batsman and bowler. A meek push by the batsman. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Could have played it better there. Fails to run it past the fielder. That's a poor shot. He's not got his timing right on that one. Consecutive triples for the batsman. 7 runs. Fielding has been updated. Couldn't time it properly. A lucky edge, that's a 4. No timing on that shot whatsoever. Stopped by the fielder. Timed perfectly. Scoring rate is close to 9. An expensive. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. A stunning outswinging Yorker. That's a classical outswinger. And that's another dot ball. The batsman got to start finding the gap. The batsman has crisply cut it through the offside. That's a four. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. That's gone in the air. 30 runs and counting. Batsmen should look to keep up the good work. Good catch by the fielder. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 33. Some good entertainment in. Batsman has a new bat now. Takes the top edge. That was close to the fielder. A streaky four, that's raced to the boundary. That's high up in the air. One more boundary for the batsman. That's a ferocious outswinger. Batsman has mistimed the shot. He's got a thick edge on that, but it's flown past the fielders for a four. What a lucky break. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. That's hit on the top of the bat. That's a single. It's gone miles up in the air. A couple to get off the mark. Another great over for the batsman. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the... That's not timed well. It's not a convincing shot from the batsman, but he will take it. 4 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big... Turns it down the leg side. Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. Fielding changes are done. Timing is not good. Can't get it past the fielder. Oh, that was close to the stumps, Isvath. Batsman's playing a blinder with a strike rate of... Pushed at it, but it seems to have grazed the edge. That's an edge, but it's sped away to the fence. 4 runs to the batsman. He's lofted that one high into the air. Batsman will collect 2. That's a biggie. The ball's disappeared into the clouds. Just about clears the fence. Turning out to be another great over for the batsman. Straight fine leg has been moved to fine leg. He's gone for it, but the timing isn't quite there. A fielder is present there. Batsman is going along nicely at a strike rate of 182. This has gone up. That will be 4. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. Up and away, that's a biggie. Fielder keeps his cool and takes it smartly. What a delivery. The ball swung in late. Batsman streak with the batsman gets a new bat. Two wickets in a row, bowler is on a hat-trick. That's a classical in-swinger. Batsman loses the bat after play. Batsman now plays with a new bat. Great over till now, didn't let the batsman score freely. Fielder accepts the offering. That's a brilliant outswinger. Batsman loses the bat without scoring. It's up in the air. Misfield by the fielder at fine third man. A single to get off the mark. Mistimes the shot. Batsman scoring at a rate of approximately 10. Great. That's a classical outswinger. Top quality strike by the batsman. That's a big one, into the crowd. Batsman fails to connect. Batsman continues to dominate. Been a costly over so far. It's a solid push right out of the middle. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Forward square leg has been moved to square leg. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. 2 runs added to the scoreboard. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. Good catch by the fielder. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 7. Exciting cricket. Batsman now plays with a new bat. That's an inside edge. And there it is. A stunning in-swing Yorker right on the money. Batsman gently taps the ball. Gets off the mark with a boundary. In the air. Smart catch by the fielder. What a delivery. The ball swung in late. This bat's contribution is 4 now. It's gone miles up. A couple to get off the mark. A dot ball, good delivery. That's a gentle push from the batsman. That goes all the way for 4. That's an interesting over. That's a clean strike. That's 30 runs with this bat. It has been a good knock. Keeper drops the catch. The result is 2. Hits the toe end of the bat. Bowler seems to be struggling to contain the batsman. Up in the air. Fielder drops a sitter. Fielder makes a fumble there. Batsman will get 2 for that. A gentle knock by the batsman. That's a 4. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. And he's bowled him. The stumps are shattered. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 36. Batsman gets a new bat. And that's a gentle push. That's 4, off the mark in style. Batsman whips it powerfully. That's into the stands. Bowler has been in control in this over till now. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. That's hit high on the bat. Just falls short of the bowler. A close call. Batsman gets a single. He's gone for it, but the timing isn't quite there. Scoring rate is 11. That over has brought... Attempts to guide it softly, but it's a bottom edge. Fails to run it past the fielder. Turns it down the leg side. Off the edge, yet it's flown for the boundary. That's a ferocious outswinger. Batsman should not lose more wickets. The batsman should... That's gone in the air. Gets it away for 4. A meek push by the batsman. Safe, but that was close to the bowler. And again, the same result. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Terrific strike from the batsman. 30 runs and counting. Batsman should look to keep up the good work. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Could have played it better there. That's a single. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman's playing a blinder with a strike rate of 100 and... Solid. That was such a lovely sound of the bat. 6, and it's a big one. 8 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. That's a mistimed shot, not the connection he was looking for. Playing with intent, batsman's maintaining a strike rate. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. An expensive over comes to an end, momentum shifting towards the batsman. Guides the ball into the leg side. Great awareness from the batsman, took advantage of the field change. That's played gently by the batsman. That's gone for 4 as well. There's a field change, fielders being moved around. That's a stunning shot. That's 30-run milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. Not timed perfectly. That's a ferocious in-swinger. 1 run added to the tally. Attempts a soft push, but it's a bottom edge. Batsman will get a boundary. That was just a push from the batsman. Missed the mark, ditched out a low full toss. That's a cost. What a shot. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Current run rate is above 12. That's in the air. Bowler seems to be struggling to contain the batsman. He's given that absolutely everything. Just out of the reach for the bowler. Batsman finds the boundary. Deep cover is brought to deep extra cover. A gentle touch from the batsman. There was a misfield. Another boundary for the batsman. Expensive over, batsman looking to get ahead in the game. That's a superb outswinger. Timing is not good. 1 run added to the score. That's a poor shot. He's not got his timing right on that one. A lucky edge, that's a 4. 5 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. Gone, clean bowled. The bowler has sent the stumps flying. Batsman's score with this bat is 46. New bat comes into play. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. Single and batsman is off the mark. That's not timed well. That's a boundary. Exciting cricket in that over. Batsman slashed that ball. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. The ball's disappeared into the clouds. Almost a catch for the fielder. Batsman collects a single. It's a solid push right out of the middle. Batsman looks in good touch. That's a fine half-century. Batsman has mistimed the shot. Fielder stops this. No timing on that shot whatsoever. Poor performance from the bowler at an economy rate of 11. Couldn't time it properly. Good over comes to an end. Scoring rate is close to 12. Takes the top edge. Batsman managed only 1 runs in the over so far. The bails are off. That was a fantastic delivery right through the gate. The bowler bowls a deadly outswinger. Batsman now plays with a new bat. Mistimes the shot. Great way to get off the mark. A boundary. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. A big heave. The ball is soaring in the air. 2 runs added to the score. Batsman gently taps the ball. That will be a boundary. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. It's gone up. There is a single to offer. Well, that's a stunning delivery, drifted. That's a gentle push from the batsman. Batsman's turning the game around with a strike rate of 108. Hits the bottom of the bat. Safe, but that was close to the keeper. Batsman's lack of control is evident. He needs to work on his technique. This bat's contribution is 17. That's an economical over. Good bowling